Mr. Rob Dahm here at SEMA.
You don't want to talk to me, you want to look at the car.
I do.
I'm in the wrong spot.
Alright. Oh, it's real. It's real. I've only seen this on the internet. I thought it was CGI. When I walked up here, I got goosebumps, literally.
Thank you.
It's so cool to see him. When you told me about this, when I met you a year and a half ago, it sounded like witchcraft and something that just wasn't going to happen. Like, it was like a fairy tale.
Everything about it is like, okay, I want the most extreme. I want it to be light. I want it to be all these like superlatives. That sounds like sounds like not possible.
So the basics: four rotor,
all-wheel drive, billet, sequential, 6-speed, wide.
And this is the first running four rotor in the world?
So this is the first billet four rotor in the United States.
First billet four rotor running.
It's like second or third in the world.
That's right, okay.
I was incorrect, and I take that back, but yes.
Got it.
There's a boat.
What?
A boat.
A boat?
It's a boat. A supercharged boat is a running billet four rotor before me.
So give me the rest of the story on this car. Give me the 101.
Yeah, so the full story of this car is it started with the suspension. My brother, somewhere all the way back there, my brother beat me in his R35 GTR, and I had 200 more horsepower than him in my 3-rotor RX-7, and so I was like, all-wheel drive. And so this suspension and the geometry comes from the unicorn, and then it's improved upon, and I've got full carbon fiber axles and drive shafts. One of the first vehicles in the world that have carbon fiber axles. Purposely wound different left to right because otherwise you'd have torque steer. They're different lengths. And so Winter's 10-inch rear differential, like a lot of the drifters use. BMW M3, Z3M.
Really?
Rear front differential now.
Yeah.
180 like that. Partial billet, four rotor, street port, not. Most people go simple and they go peripheral port and obnoxiously high RPM, high revving, high even idle.
Yeah.
But I wanted more tame, I wanted more control.
What is this going to rev to?
I'm probably only going to do 9,500.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, only.
Okay, no big deal.
Yeah. But it's the NAs that go.
Yeah, like the 787s rev to what?
Rev like 11, 12, something like that, yeah. So, but 9,500 is still super. The Hollinger RD6 6-speed dog ring sequential. I currently have a manual shifter on there, but I do have the pneumatic system, so that way when I'm doing high-speed stuff, I can keep my hands on the wheels. And I really can't mess up because you don't even clutch that in. You just gear shift it.
What are you using on the steering wheel for? You're not going to lose any traction, right?
I know.
It's not going to have any power, right?
No power. And that's probably what the heart of this. I love having the most extreme Garrett turbo. This is a 106mm Garrett turbocharger. Largest ball bearing unit that they make, and it has the smallest tile exhaust housing. So I'm doing some really crazy stuff where I'm going to spool up to probably 1,000 to the wheels as fast as possible. I'll create tons of back pressure, but it'll be the rowdiest 1,000 horsepower you get. That's perfect for shaking down.
These things move a ton of air, right?
Yeah, it breathes. The rotor engine breathes. That's a 3,000 horsepower, roughly 3,000 horsepower piston engine. On rotaries, they breathe way more air for the same amount of power. Then we're going to take the engine out and do a full engine dyno, and we've got all different types of exhaust housings and everything that we're going to be testing left, right, AB, and figure out what works, because rotary guys are way too culty, they're way too secretive, they don't share their secrets because they're racers. I'm not. So whatever works for me, the world will know.
What computer is on it?
It's an Adaptronic M6000. It's got enough controllers for all of the injectors and all of the ignition needed to run this, because you start getting to the sheer number of this, it exceeds a V8 level, and then now you need a special ECU.
Gotcha.
And so I have the Adaptronic, and then I have a race pack PDM, so it's all solid state, fuses, there's no fuses, there's no relays, it's all controlled within there. I have dual brushless fuel pumps, 6 gallon per minute in the back. E85 is where we're going with that. All titanium intercooler piping, titanium exhaust. Except for the downpipe, you'll melt titanium doing that. 321 thick wall steel for it's all custom fab in-house. Making it beautiful. Tile wastegates, dual 60 mil, two, I think 50 mil tile blow-off valves. These guys are taking good care of me. And I even have, this is kind of more your world, I even have a Holley Sniper EFI throttle body, which you don't find that on an import. Like, it's an LS.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm selling out, but it's an LS 102 mil throttle body.
I like that.
Yeah, so I sold out just that little bit.
Look how wide this thing is. Like, you have to back up. It is just ridiculous.
Yes.
It has to be at least a foot wider than factory.
Yes. So it's 78 inches wider, and it's also 5.5 inches longer. And that actually is for high-speed stability.
Is that mainly a front stretch?
Yes. If you looked at it, I cut right behind the front wheels and then stretched it that extra 5 inches. And the reason why is actually not to fit things into the engine bay. It's because the transfer case from the R33 GTR would be right underneath the passenger's butt. So now it's underneath their knees. I wouldn't have a passenger seat, and that was an absolute critical requirement for this car.
Because I'm going for a ride one day.
That's right. That's right.
What's been the feedback that you've seen online for the project since the momentum's really started going the last few weeks or months?
Nuts. You know, the thing was that I've, on my own, got this engine fired up. And when I would say that, I mean, I had guidance before that, but this was really me tuning, me setting up the engine, and everybody assumes that I'm just a YouTuber. And so for me to have started that engine on an engine block by myself was a damn amazing moment. And so then that was what really brought this momentum to then finishing the rest of it. And that whole team got together, welding, fabricating, producing parts. So yeah, the momentum's been just nuts. And then the mic drop of showing all four wheels spinning in the air, because you can fake all-wheel drive by having it on the ground. How can you tell that it's all-wheel drive? Everything's gonna spin. If you push the car, everything spins. Oh, it's all-wheel drive. No, in the air, the front wheels had to be powered by the drivetrain.
I love it. And I understand you trolled some people, trolled the internet pushing the car in.
Yes, so I can't help it. I love the pushing memes. They don't apply anymore because the car is running. So I did one last big push, and I got the car running, before SEMA. But I had a couple of my social media buddies help push the car into spot. I didn't have my laptop. I could have gotten it to start it, but I had them push. I'm like, guys, release as much content as you want on this. And so I saw a handful of people flaming me about, oh, it doesn't run. Rob brought a non-running car to SEMA, and then mic drop 9 in the morning, first day of the show. You guys were wrong.
Put the video up of it spinning all four tires.
That's right.
That's great. And in the video, when you started this thing for the first time, just seeing your face, it was just like, holy crap.
I mean, this has been, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and more importantly, the years of emotion of saying, I know it's possible. I'm getting roasted for, I had it sitting like that for years. Yeah. And partially because I didn't know how to fabricate. Partially because, I was being told things that were possible but weren't happening. And so then finally I was like, you know what, I'm not allowed to be upset unless I do everything possible. And so having it in my own shop to build it, yeah, that was quite an emotion.
So what's next for the car?
Next is engine break-in. Being that it's a billet engine, you have to treat it more like pieces of metal, and they have to be heated up and cooled down and annealed together. So I've got a lot of engine break-in, and then it's going to be the simple stuff. In the parking lot, just giving a little bit of gas, pulling a wheelie, just slowly building it and then shaking it down. So that's the first couple of steps, and hopefully a half-mile race.
What's your goal in the half mile?
My goal would be to hit 200 miles an hour in a half mile. I did 181 with no tack and a 3-rotor that was having horrible time with traction. So I think that this can be massaged to do 200 miles an hour.
Well, you've got the power capability of doing it, that's for sure. It depends on how high you want to turn it up.
Exactly. So we'll see that together.
Where else from there? Half mile?
Half mile. The big boy record would be Mazda's Salt Flat record. That's 242.3. And the car actually did 300 one way, and then a mechanical brake failure or something on the way back.
So it didn't back it up?
So they averaged to 2 and they got 242. That would be the sickest dream goal, is to be able to break a record that there's a car sitting in Mazda's basement as part of their museum of, hey, this is a car that has a record, to have a random guy, no part of a shop, but a random guy breaking that record. I think that would be an honor.
Just some YouTube celebrity.
Yeah.
Automotive superstar. Man, it's just like, I still have goosebumps right now. This is such a weird, cool project. Yeah. And you were telling me about it when we were hanging out the first time, and it didn't seem like
it really
a reality.
It doesn't have a place. This car doesn't have a purpose in that sense. Because I hate seeing balance of power in races. I wanted to have it where it's like, what's the most unlimited version of a rotary engine vehicle? that's my obsession.
There you have it. Thank you very much for the time to show me all the details on this. I can't wait to go for a ride.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. You'll be one of the first.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Congrats.